Welcome back to another episode of Max Level Video Games, where me, Shane, show you guys the ins, the outs, and all the bouts of owning your own retro video game store. Today, John's going to be here, Belle's going to be here, I'm going to be here. We're going to try to knock out as much as we possibly can the next couple of days. Your boy may not be here Saturday. I'm debating it. Also, we have 4 GameCubes to mod, so we can sell them in the shop. So John's gonna learn how to mod GameCubes today. Not the great job I did last time I modded it. Not that kind of mod. We're gonna change the Japanese to US, adjust them, make sure they work for US use. I'm gonna try to help Mel up front, get as much inventory in stock, because that's kind of where we're a little overloaded. I help John most of the time. I'll get him going and then go from there. I also want to test this dirty thing. I have absolutely no idea if this works or not. And this is kind of my first time testing, messing around with a Super Famicom. So we're going to see if it even works. I mean, it doesn't look like it should work, but we'll find out. We've got 4 minutes till we're open. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to open. Let's go. Turn on the lights. Turn on everything, unlock the doors, get going. John should be showing up anytime now. He remembered to come in. Hope it does. All right, we're open. Isn't that easy? It's that easy. So I'm gonna get back in the back. I'm getting some videos ready to edit. So probably tomorrow I'll probably edit them, just downloading files from all the phones now we have. Because we use this one now for the shop and kind of the YouTube as much as I can. But if I'm out and about and I don't have this phone, I'll use my personal phone to start editing videos and getting them in. So hopefully content's a little bit better. I also wanted John and Mel to be able to have a phone, so if I'm not here, they're able to record what's going on here, and I'm able to record when I'm out, and maybe make a little bit larger videos, maybe more entertaining. I don't know how entertaining they are. I know I'm super entertaining. You know what everyone else does? Just clocks in when they're walking in. Yeah, they just do that. They don't. Yeah, they just get paid those extra 2 minutes. So you've seen John a little bit in some videos, but not a whole bunch. So now he's going to be on you. He said he's fine with being on YouTube. Actually, have I even asked you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. I told you didn't have a choice. I've seen it where sometimes they blur up faces and stuff. It's kind of hard. I don't want to deal with it. It's easier for me to say, hey, you're hired on. Now you're on YouTube. I hope you're okay with that. So he's been here for what, 2 weeks now, technically? Yeah? So technically 2 weeks. So today, you're on GameCubes. So we're gonna start modding those. I want the orange one. So what I want you to do is just take them apart, get to where you did that black one, and I'll show you how to take the rest of it off and what we're gonna do. So you'll be not soldering per se, but you will be using the solder machine to mod these. So that's what I want you to do. So these 4 will be your project over here. Why I'm gonna help up front, try to get through some of that inventory. No, and
Belle's not here today, huh?
No, she is. She'll come in later. So Wednesday, Thursday, she comes in at 1 instead of 12. So I'll be out front for a couple, like an hour, and then back and forth. So, but you have that project, right? All those beautiful projects. Yeah, we're gonna start with the orange one because that one. Well, technically, the orange one, the indigo, and the silver we need up front. The black one, once we mod them, we can put it in stock and back here. But these are kind of the ones that we need here now. So start with the orange one, because that's what I want out first. And then once you get used to doing that, you should be able to knock these out pretty easily. Yeah, it's not too hard. Because I'll also show you on the orange one how to do it, and then the other 2, I want to see if you can do it by yourself. John's like, did you get a new chair? I was like, I technically got a new chair, yeah. The new chair. I brought this from home, and I fixed the gray one because I stole the black one's wheelbase, put it on the gray one, And those wheels should be way better. You should be able to move a lot better now. Yeah, it's not. You're not going back and forth. Yeah, there's a bunch of hair in there, so I took all the hair out. And I thought this one was better. I think this one's more comfortable, but everything should be working properly. And it shouldn't be falling apart, and we shouldn't be doing anything else.
That's good, because like each time I'd leave back another one, like...
Well, you can stop it too. You can stop. I like this one better. I like this one way better, but this one's expensive. All right, so now I'm gonna be out here. Mel's been working on the Japanese GameCube stuff we got. I'm gonna start working on this stuff back here. Try to get it in stock. John kind of did a thing. I did the rest of the thing. But he's testing out this GameCube. It is in English with the paper towel in the way, but whatever. So that means we modded it correctly. Let's see if the laser's working on this thing. But he gets to mod the rest of them, which isn't that hard, right? What are you doing?
Trying to reset it.
Turn it off, turn it back on. Do a hard reset, and then hold the laser thing down the switch. So turn it off. Hold the laser. So the laser switches these two little black things right there. Hold that, turn so it goes down. So it goes like this. So hold that kind of down, not too hard, and then turn it on. And what you're looking for is the laser to start moving like that. You heard that? It's a little high. So it's probably not going to read, so we have to make a laser adjustment. The GameCube has a very specific pitch noise when you're repairing them and the laser works properly. Go ahead and hit that again. Go ahead and hold it. It's supposed to just go and then finish. So that one needs to be adjusted. So that's why we didn't take it, or we didn't put it all back together. You can keep the disc on it. What you're going to do is turn it off. And then you're going to take... You can unplug the power just so you don't hurt yourself or get electrocuted. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So what you're going to be doing, this is the laser motherboard. We're going to be taking those tiny little screws off at the bottom so we can get to the motherboard of the laser carriage. And they're just tiny little screws. Great example of a GameCube that, this is Japanese GameCube. This is what we do every single time. It's great. Mel's here. She's testing out the Switch OLED. What you got? You're testing the stick drift. All the buttons, make sure they're all working. Hey, at least it has enough power to test the buttons.
Well, I left it charging.
Oh, did you? Okay. I was gonna say, dang, usually that's not the case.
Yeah, I left it charging and then... Because it wasn't powering on at all before.
Oh, okay. So you let it charge overnight. That's why you didn't test it yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like that's all the buttons.
Here the picture button takes. You gotta test the cartridge slot, see if that works.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Now where do I go from here?
So you took the metal off? Yeah. So this is the motherboard for them. So right here is the laser's potentiometer that adjusts the laser's voltage up or down. So we're gonna take a thin flathead screwdriver. We're gonna go counterclockwise. Counterclockwise actually turns it down. So I'm gonna stick it in there and you just go slightly. Eventually when you have to adjust the lasers, and you're just gonna put it back on there, hit the switch, power it on, and see what it does. So it's easier than measuring voltage to do this technique, which is just turning up and down slightly. But you'll again get a little more experience on it in the next couple of ones if we have to do this. You don't even have to put it back on. So you can actually just set it right on there. Yeah, so that little, you see the little circle thing right here? Fits right here in this tab. And on the other end there's another one, and you just kind of push it down. Oh, and it kind of fits there. And then you
Plug it back in.
Yeah, plug it back in. Here, give me my Starlight Gold. GameCube. We don't need this anymore. So test GameCube. Trades, you know, there's nothing to do about it. I mean, when we looked it up. So, see if it's still reading. You may have to turn it down just or turn it up a little bit. Well, that's a problem. The white audio jack isn't working on that. So this is what I like to do. Have you tested with this yet? So it looks like it's reading, which is great. So that's working. So let's go ahead and clean it up with a brush, make it look nice, put it all back together, and then we'll test it one more time after you're done. There's just one extra step. So you're good. Clean it up, put it back together. Do you remember how to do that?
You should have like a camera set up for like trades and stuff.
And some people don't want to be recorded.
That's like
me setting this back up all day long right here, just watching us do our jobs. This was $5.99. It's not complete though. Oh no, it's got a sticker on it. Get off, you devil. And honestly, we don't get like a lot of trades every day or something. If we had maybe someone out there that was doing trades like a lot, like we were constantly getting them in and out, maybe. But trading's not that exciting, honestly. Trading is just you bartering back and forth, trying to get a good deal.
people like to see what comes in and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's why we have the Instagram and the Facebooks. So when the games are ready to be purchased, which means they're clean, you know, discs are clean, cases are good, we throw them on Instagram and Facebook and do YouTube Shorts. Because what happens is on YouTube, if I showed you all the trade-ins that we got, they may not be ready. They may not get into stock anytime soon. You know, or they sell out before the YouTube video comes available, and then all of a sudden you're disappointed that you didn't get the game you want. So what's easier? For me to show you when the games are ready, you can purchase it right then and there, or whenever they become available.
I'm just scared to be rough with this.
Don't be afraid. Alright? Don't feel like you need to clean it. What are you gonna do? Break it, and then you're gonna have to fix it again. So what? Helps you learn. Be careful of switches, right? These can be broken pretty easy. But you can get the dust off of it, right? There's nothing to be afraid of. Get it. Get it good. If you break it, it comes out of your paycheck. Helps the store. That's not a thing. That's no policy. Don't worry about it. Because you will screw up. Guaranteed.
So I worked at this beamer shop down in SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
First auto shop I ever worked at.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you could break 3 things for free under like $300 or something.
Like a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because like the plastics and shit get so brittle.
Flips and all those
But then like after that it comes out of your paycheck.
Yeah, new policy. You're able to break 3 things. Sounds fine to me. And your job is never to break anything on customer stuff, ever. I don't know. Stick on what?
On that PS3 controller. The really wonky.
Oh, he said he wanted it for parts. So if the customer wants it for parts, they want it for parts. You know? Let them have at it. I'm going to tell you right now a technique. You need to open the case, because if you don't put it on properly, you could break this switch and then you have to replace it. So always open it, leave it up, because what it does is it decompresses this switch right here, which is what pushes it. If you try to put it on when it's closed, you could break it. So always have the top open when you slide it on. We also had a customer yesterday that did that, and it slid in here. It wasn't starting to laser. So this will stop that from happening. All right, you guys enjoying this? This is boring. I can't. This is boring. He's doing it himself. Here you go, buddy. Think you got it? I only taught you once.
So
it's easier for me. Oops. It's easier for me to go the other way because I can grab the middle of the capacitor. Right? And then just move it up once you refind it. There it is. But you could do whatever.
So it's R5 to R6?
Yep. You're moving it to R5 to R6. So you figure. When it comes to distance, that determines heat. The closer you are, the hotter it gets. The farther you are, the lower it gets. Doesn't matter how high or low you make the heat move. The temp does matter, but again, it's all relative to distance. So you saw how close I got to it. It's just to melt it. You can go farther and take a little bit more time if you want, but just consider that if you put too much heat, some of these other components are going to melt as well. And this has, if you have this going really high, you might just blow out a piece. So take your time. Feel comfortable with it. So again, move R5 to R6. I'll let you guys watch them. So grab onto it, R5, right there, not too, just nice and light, nice and, you know, not super hard. You can get close to it. Just move it down and just keep your heat on. Right. I just slightly move it because the more you pick it up, the more it's gonna float away, and your shaky hand's gonna move it. It's gonna disappear. What are you doing? Put the heat back on it. Get close so those two pads move. Hold on to it. Oh god. Oh, you're lucky it stayed there. Oh, where'd it go?
Wait, did I lose it?
I don't know. You're paying attention to the board, not the. No, okay. So I'm gonna give you some advice. Keep your eyes where you're working. Right? So where is it? You lost it.
Did I?
I don't know. Did you? You're the one
Oh,
supposed
it's right
It's
there.
right there. You got lucky again. So now you gotta move it. You gotta get that thing back over there. What are you doing? So if you don't, you can just put it back up here. I like to keep the cables away, just in case, but that heat over here should be fine.
Oh my god, that thing is so tiny.
That's why you stare at the camera. And the reason you don't stare at the board, because the board's not helping you, you can't see shit, right? Don't lift it up, don't look at it, because that shit will fly away. The closer it is to the board, the less movement it'll have. Try to lay it flat. And then turn it around. Now you can get close. So this is why I like to just hold on to it, move it down, and put it in the same spot where I want it. And then I just leave it right there until it solders on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the one thing about sitting it just on top, you're not going to get it perfect, because consider this, John. It's a flat piece on a bubble. You're trying to make a bubble balance. It's not going to balance. But what you want to do is hold on to it so it doesn't fly away when you grab the heat gun. So I just hold on to it like you were before. Stop drinking so much coffee. Alright, just put some heat on it and see if you can get one in to stick. Oh, it's standing straight up. What are you doing?
Wait, where?
It's standing straight up.
Oh.
You gotta lay it back down. There it goes. Now it's upside down. Come on. What are you doing?
Oh, there we go.
You got 2 more to test on and get used to it.
Is that the right way? That's upside down, though.
I don't know. It looks like it's upside down. It's supposed to be black, not white. You can grab other tweezers if you want. There should be some. Oh, I don't have any tweezers in here, but. Welcome to micro soldering.
Here we go!
Good luck! And if you put too much pressure, which you just did, because I heard, slipped, and because of that, one went. Pew! I heard it. You heard it too.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
Yeah. So now you're looking for a grain of rice on a dirty mat. Ah, you found a piece of dirt.
Oh,
Oh man, so close.
dude. I thought I was doing something.
Is it? Is it a piece of dirt?
It's like a
It looked like it.
little piece of wire.
So I'm gonna tell you,
This one.
good luck. Switch over. Let's see if we can find it because it sounded like flew it halfway across Mars.
Here we go!
Sometimes you get lucky and it's still over here somewhere, but you lifted it up and
I got it.
go ahead, put it on the board. Let's see. Is that the right size? Nope, that is
Oh.
another piece of.
Did.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Looking at microscopic dirt and with your bare eyes, I can tell you it's not a thing. Luckily, I have this Xbox 360 controller here. Let's see if we can find one of them resistors. It's close. Looks like there's R52. Looks like it's the same one. So we'll put this too. This is nice. Flux helps. We'll put a little flux right on here. Like, boop. Flux just makes the stuff melt. Grab them with your tweezers like we taught you. Just grab them with your tweezers. However way you want, whatever you can hold it as, yeah. Those are your Craptastic tweezers. I would recommend when doing micro, grabbing some good tweezers. These ones I like. These are really pointy when I'm doing micro stuff. You can still use those, right? I used them for this, but when you're doing really fine night work, I like really fine tweezers.
These I feel like you can get better angles with.
The 45s or the straights?
The straights.
The straights keep my hand away from the heat. That's all they really do. They don't do anything else. You can get right on it. It's not going to hurt it. Easy peasy. And then slide that over. Slide this over. Try not to move that hand as much as possible, right? Put it on the board, and I'll do you one solid. I'll even help you. I'm gonna put a little flux on there as well. Flux kind of helps it just stay in place sometimes because it's kind of sticky. Like that, and then just put it on it.
R6 or on R6, right?
Yeah, R6 right there. That's good enough. Just hold it right there. Just hold it right there. Grab this. Go ahead. Grab. Oh, don't grab the metal part. You good? Oh man, up the bottom one now. All right, take a break. Go wash that with water and cool water. Here, fix your mess. Don't grab the metal. It's hot. Hold on. Let me fix. Grab that. Boop. Boop. You know what? Because I love you. Because I love you. I'm going to put it back on where it was. I want you to just practice. All you have to do is grab it, put some heat on it, and just move it back down. Because it's going to be liquid over here already, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to move the heat. You don't have to do anything. You just got to move it down. Instead of taking it off, moving it all over, the less amount of moves you do in micro soldering, the more is easier for you because it doesn't fly away, doesn't move away, doesn't move something else. It's nice and slow and easy. So I'm gonna put. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. Someone who's burned himself multiple times. Mel is rocking out there, man.
That was embarrassing.
It's on YouTube. I'm gonna have to edit. don't. Metal hot. Don't touch metal. All right. So whenever you're ready, go for it. Please prove me I quit. burned yourself. Pay attention to what you're doing. So I just lightly grab onto it, grab the heat gun, go on it. Move it back down. Put some heat on there. There it goes. Nice and liquid. Let go. So the great thing is that was it, right? A lot easier. So you picking it up, moving it around, everything else, keeping the heat on it. The one thing is, the great thing about the way this liquid kind of works with these, let's say you have it a little crooked. So the items want to go where the solder is, because that's what sticks to, like almost a rubber band, right? So you put heat to it. Sometimes it'll stick sideways. If you just tap it, just lightly tap it, what it does is it moves back in and wants to stick to right in the middle of these solder points. But there it is, just cleaned up with a Q-tip and then test it out like you did before. Hey, look, you didn't burn yourself this time.
Yeah.
Good job. You guys want to see his boo-boo?
That's not that bad.
Oh yeah,
It's like
it's not that bad. Your boo-boo. Your first work boo-boo.
I like how it's like right on like the kind of like point of my fingertip.
Because you weren't looking when you were grabbing, and you grabbed the bottom of the heat gun. So you could also turn it off too, if you're not using it. It's just got to come back up to temp. But there you go. You did well. You're almost done. You still got some work to do, right? But was it that hard?
Yeah.
No.
It's just gotta.
You just got to get your nerves out of the way, right? Got to stop shaking. You got to use isopropyl alcohol to clean the spot because this stuff's pretty sticky. There you go. Your first mod. Let's see if you did it right when you test it. Think you did it right?
It's a 50-50 shot.
I don't know what else you blew away, or maybe that other resistor's going to go get stuck somewhere and short out the whole system or not. I don't know. You'll find out. I think one of the first things I trained you on when it comes to soldering was the GameCube, right? Yep. John burnt himself on his first GameCube. He wasn't paying attention. His pinky hit the bottom of the... Yeah, he's okay though. It's okay. He used to be a mechanic.
Workers' comp.
That's not a workers' comp case. Shh, Mel! That's step one of baby soldering. Step one. You already burnt yourself on step one. I'm a little worried, but it's okay. You'll get practice. Oh, man. Why is the striped GameCube so expensive? Yeah. Oh, boy. Do you know about the Tigers Japanese baseball team?
No.
2003, they won their series. So Nintendo gave them a special edition GameCube. The 2003 Tigers GameCube. And it's a kind of a rarity, oddity, Japanese only GameCube. And it came with a lot more stuff, but it came with this Tigers 2003 champions. This shirt, a bag, some other stuff, the box, the GameCube itself. But that's why it's so expensive, because it's kind of like a special edition GameCube. Kind of like Luffy over here, special edition PS3 only, Japanese. This blue GameCube, it's not the teal one from Tales of Symphonia, which is also a Japanese exclusive. It's just a blue one. We still don't know. So we get some rare things in here. I like the rare things. It's getting too long, so we're gonna do a part 2.